Okay, so let's start with our first lab of AI agent development, right? So for that we have to go to ai.azure.com. We are already here, ai.azure.com, and then we have to basically create an agent, right? For that we have to create Azure AI Foundry resource, and then we have to create and wait for your project to be created. So we have to create a project and deploy GPT-4o model. So all of those things I have already done, right? So I have this project lab one, which is a AI Foundry project, and in this I have, if it go to the models, right? So we have this GPT-4o mini lab one model, which we have deployed already. So we do not have to do those things again, right? And the next is we have to create our agent. So to create our agent, right, we can just go to this playground and then go to agent playground. So this is the agent playground. There's a lot of playgrounds. We will go to agent playground. So it's saying build AI powered agents that are securely grounded in your enterprise data and can take independent actions via APIs and other connected model tools. So let's go and let's see what it's asking now. So yeah, choose the right model for your use case. You can change this later. So for the model deployments, we will choose GPT-4o mini lab 1 and then we click on next. Agent with ID asset this. So our agent is created with ID asset this was created successfully. So now let's click on next, right? So we are using this model. So our agent is created. So this is the agent ID, right? Can we change this agent ID? So let's say, so this is the, so we have to download this expense policy docs file. So I have already downloaded it. You can also download it. It looks like this. So expense policy, it's a Word document. And yeah, it's basically telling us the category of expense, what is the limit on that category, and what guidelines you should follow. So like for accommodation, you can only spend 150 per night, 50 per day for meals, 100 per event, right? 25 per month. So this is the expense policy of the organization, Contoso, Contoso Corporation. So that's a famous like company, like it's a fictional company. Yeah. So we will set the agent name. So let's set the agent name to something they are saying. We will call it expense agent. Yeah, so let's call this expense agent. Then for the deployment, we have already selected the deployment, right? For the instructions, right, it's saving my data. Then for the instructions, you are an AI assistant for corporate expenses. You answer questions about expenses based on expense policy data. So here, this instruction is basically grounding it. This instruction is telling it like, who are you? You are AI assistant for corporate expenses. Then this instruction is basically, if a user wants to submit expense claim, you get their email address, a description of the claim, amount to be claimed, and write the claim details to text file that the user can download. So that is the thing that we wanted to do, right? So we will copy this and we will paste this in agent description. This should be pasted in agent description or instructions. So should be pasted in the agent instructions, right? So let's paste that in agent instructions. Grab your agent's clear direction on what to do, how to do. Include specific tasks, their order, and special instructions like tone and engagement style. So we have pasted the agent instruction here. Next, we have agent description. Give description to agent. It does not affect agent's behavior, but it can help you remember what the agent is for. So this will be very much useful when we are using multiple agents. So there should be a good description of the agent. And let's see what we have to do next. So next we have to go to the knowledge header. But before that, I have added this description that it is a corporate expense agent which write claim details into a text file which user can download. This is the description, and for instructions you can see we have to write clear instructions, clear directions on what to do and how to do it. We include specific task, their order, and any special instruction like tone or engagement style. So this is it. Like now we have to go to the setup pane and knowledge header and select add to add the knowledge dialog to add the files. So let's go to this knowledge pane and let's click. So this knowledge gives the agent access to data sources for grounding responses, just like RAG. So let's click on add, and then we can take it from Azure AI search or from other places also, but grounding with Bing search also. But right now we are going for files, and let's upload local, right? And then select local files. So here is our expense policy, and then we will create a new vector store, right? Okay, so for the vector store we have to create a new vector store named expense vector store. So in the adding file dialog box, right, so we will upload and save the local file that we downloaded previously. So let's name this as expense vector store, and we will create a new vector store. So that is the only option here, and this is our doc. Status not started, size this, local, and everything looks good. So add your own file to augment agent with specialized knowledge. So this is like RAG. Files will be added to vector store. So this will be added to vector stores that the search index can refer for quick information retrieval. So these are using those vector search. And these are the files supported types .c, .cpp, doc, docs, JSON, right? So all the common ones. So now we will click on upload and save, and then we will wait for it. Then in the setup page pane in knowledge section, verify expense vector store is listed. So we'll verify it. Below knowledge section there is actions. Then we have to add one action, and that will be code interpreter, and then we have to select save. So now let's see in the knowledge, we can see we have one here, one file, and it's all added. Now let's add one action. So in the action, we will click on code interpreter. So read and interpret information from data sets, generate code, create graphs and charts. These actions are only available to add through code, custom function and Azure functions. Okay. Then there are other actions also. Azure Logic App and Open API 3 specified tool. So we will select right now code interpreter. So add code interpreter action. Use code interpreter to read and interpret information from dataset, generate code, right? So for this, add interpreter action. Let's see what they have told us. We do not need to upload any files for code interpreter. So we do not need to upload any files for code interpreter. So here we do not need to add our like any local files or data, and we can also add it later also. So the code interpreter can be used to read and interpret information from datasets. So we do not want to interpret any information from the dataset or read through code, as we have already used the like put our data in the vector store. It's generate code and create graphs and charts. So these are the other tasks that code interpreter does. So we will just save it, right? So now it has one action also, which is code interpreter, and then connected agents. So we can also connect agents, but right now we are not connecting any agent. We do not have any agent. We only have a single agent right now. So yeah, there is no point of connecting it. So yeah, so now the next thing is we have to test our agent. So to test our agent, what we will do, we will enter the prompt, what's the maximum I can claim for meals. So if we check into our expense policy, it might have information. Travel for meals, the maximum is 50 per day, right? So let's see whether it will say the grounded response, it will give the grounded response or not. So we will just enter this and review the agent's response, which should be based on information expense policy document. So let's try this. So it's generating response. What's the maximum? Okay, the maximum you can pay is $50 per day, right? And then it also gives much more detail also, like this allowance covers breakfast, lunch and dinner. You should choose reasonable price restaurant or cafes, like all the advice that is given in the document also. So you should limit your meals to this and this only, and choose reasonable price restaurants or cafe. So it is giving that only. So it is grounded, and it is also telling what document it used for the grounding. The tools agent use the following tools. So view run info, we click on run info, right? So we can see that this is the input, user content, this was the output, right? And so this is the metadata, and these are the evaluations. So AI quality was 5 out of 5, right? 2 out of 5 for task adherence, intent resolution, right? Completed. So these are evaluations also. So first what it did, it run the tool called file search, like expense policy docs. So for that it has to run the tool file search to search for this file, right? And then message creation. So it is using a tool to search for the file, right? So it searches the file, name this, content this, and then this is the text of the file. So yeah, it's using this one. So now let's try with another. I would like to submit a claim for a meal, and then we will review the response for this. What should agent do? It will ask us the required information to submit a claim. We will give it as the required information, and then we will see what happens. So let's say I would like to submit claim for meal. So what would the agent ask us? So yeah, it says please provide me the following details for your meal claim, right? Let's see this also, the run information. So this time it just run it, right? So this was the input and this is the output. So let's see. So we will provide the information. So like for email address, we will provide this. So this will be our email address. Then next we will be providing our description of meal, example date, location, purpose. So breakfast cost me $20. So yeah, so breakfast cost me $20. We will just paste that. Agent should acknowledge the response and this for the expense claim and amount, for example, right? So we will submit this response, and then let's see what kind of text file it will generate. So I have provided this information, and then let's see. You can download it using a link below, code interpreter. Okay, so it's still generating. So yeah, your meal claim has been prepared. You can download it using the link below. So download your meal claim. So it has created this text file. Let's see what is in the text file. So yeah, this is the text file. Email this, description, breakfast, cost $20 and amount $20. So it has created this for us in a structured format like email, description, amount. So that is what it has done, right? If we want to see the run info, so it has used this code interpreter, prepare this description, this amount, this create claim details. Let's see the run info. So yeah, here it has used the tool code interpreter, and then it created the message. So these are the messages which it is tracking all the messages which were given by the user. What output it gave in the last one, sandbox, it used to create meal claim.txt, right? uh, and the next thing is, you can see here it is also using linking here. So this is the thing that we see, and this is the link that it created, amount data meal claim.txt. Then this is the metadata evaluations, right? So AI quality 5, task adherence 3 out of 5. So this is all created by the AI agent. Yeah. So yeah, that's the simple agent AI agent development.